A, teraz mamy więcej. Tak. Przy okazji troszkę poznaliśmy charakter Harego. Lubi pieniądze, to może trzeba będzie go kiedyś przekupić. Lombard, o pubie, Black Mirror. To może o pubie.
Harry, until what time are you open?
Well, that depends, but usually late into the night. You see, I don't sleep much, and when I'm not doing something, I'm usually pretty bored.
But not many folks show up so late, do they?
I usually play cards with Tom here, or I play chess with myself.
Oh, you play chess?
I'd say I've learned to play well during all those long nights.
Let's play together sometime then.
Sure.
A, ale mi się właśnie przypomniało, że Samuel przed chwilą powiedział, że jego ojcem jest Randall Gordon właśnie, którego chyba nie mamy okazji nigdzie spotkać. Dobra, więcej o pubie.
I remember William bringing me here.
Yup, so do I. He was a serious poker player, you know. Incredibly lucky with the cards. He would totally clear us out, but then he would return everything. Yeah, he was a nice bloke. That's a real shame he stopped coming here.
Why?
Who knows? We were all on good terms. But the last 6 months, he didn't show up once.
Well, it's a bit of a distance, and at his age.
Nah, I wouldn't say that was the reason. William was always a tough old gent. I'll tell you something, though. They say he wouldn't even come out of the castle, and instead locked himself away in the old tower to study some old volumes and stuff.
Where did you hear that?
Well, I told you, I hear things from time to time.
What else have you heard?
Nothing. But maybe Mark knows something. He used to help out in the manor garden.
Where can I find him?
He would normally be here by now, so he's probably not going to turn up today.
Never mind. I'll ask him some other time. As if William was hiding something. I have to know more about the last months of his life.
No proszę, znowu kolejna osoba mówi, że przez ostatnie pół roku William się dziwnie zachowywał. No i przy okazji, jeśli dobrze zrozumiałem, to Mark też u nas pracował. Tak, ten posłaniec Hermana. Dobra, co o Black Mirror powiesz?
Harry, what's new in the village?
Things happen, but there isn't much news.
How should I understand that?
Well, I hear a lot of gossip, but nothing worth mentioning. You see, we all know one another here, so nothing's too interesting.
Maybe that's going to change now.
Yeah, I'll let you know when it does.
Dobra, to chyba był inny temat niż było podpisane, ale trudno. A o Lombardzie, wiesz kiedy będzie otwarty?
I came upon a closed pawn shop. Is it ever open?
Sure. Old Murray would never close the shop without a reason. He probably had to leave. Some business of his own, no doubt.
You don't speak well of him.
Not many do. Everyone knows he's an old sly boots. The only thing he cares about is cheating people in that old junk shop. But what would you expect from an old cheapskate?
Okej. Dobra, pogadajmy sobie jeszcze z Tomem. Tak.
Harry's regular. Hello.
Hello.
O, z tobą jak dużo tematów. Z ciekawości. Dług. Wieś. O wędkarza nawet go można spytać. Zobaczmy o wieś najpierw.
Tell me, is anything interesting going on in the village?
Here? No. In fact, I don't remember anything interesting ever happening around here. In Willow Creek, nothing ever changes.
Okej. A o sobie coś powiesz?
How long have you been sitting here?
A few hours, I guess. Why do you want to know?
A, znowu powiemy, no pozytywnie.
That's my way of saying hello, I guess.
Oh, okay. I've been here for 2 or 3 hours. I've got nothing to do today. Why don't you take a chair?
No, thank you. Maybe some other time.
No ale póki gadamy, mógłbyś chociaż usiąść. No dobra, co powiesz o swoim długu?
How long have you owed Harry money?
That's my business, not yours. Or do you want to pay up for me?
Should I?
Well, I overheard your conversation about old Sir William.
Do you know anything that might be interesting to me?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. My memory is fogging up. It's probably the thirst, you know.
Oh, I see. I know where he's coming from. I'll pay off his debt, and then I'll ask again.
No okej. Ale powiedz jeszcze o tym wędkarzu coś, bo widziałem, że można.
If you want something from me, you know what it takes.
Of course.
No serio? O zwykłych rzeczach już nie chcesz gadać. No. Zostaw te kufle znowu.
Changed your mind about the dinner?
Się nimi bawi.
My Mary makes some wonderful meals. Everyone around here will tell you that.
I believe you. I'm just not hungry yet. I would like to ask a couple of questions, though.
Okay, feel free.
No. Chodzi o ten dług.
Will you change your mind about that debt of Tom's? It's partly my fault, you know.
I'd be glad to, but then he wouldn't pay it off next month either. They say he who doesn't pay should not drink.
Well, there is some truth to that.
Dobra, ale my spłacimy i będzie na zero.
I have decided to pay off Tom's debt.
But why would you want to do that, Mr. Gordon?
I just want to. Could you sum it up?
Okay, well, as you wish. At £17.
All right. Here.
No.
Well, I've no idea what Tom might have promised you, but you better not believe him.
That's none of your business. So what is his bill like now?
All clear.
Good.
No, nie wiem, czy warto, po jego informacji nie pamiętam, ale się zaraz przekonamy.
What do you want from me?
I'd just like to ask about something.
All right.
Dobra, najpierw tego wędkarza weźmy, żeby nic znowu nam nie powiedział, że nie chce gadać.
I saw a fisherman on the shore on my way here. Do you know him?
Oh, Jim? Of course I know him. He's my uncle from my mother's side.
Is he always sitting there, fishing? He appears to have been sitting there the whole day.
Yeah, he's the most patient person I've ever known. He spends hours on that pier just sitting. I wouldn't last a single hour, you know.
No ciekawe.
I have done what you have asked. Now it's your turn.
Right, I heard you. I guess you have done me a good turn.
So, what do you know about William?
I'll tell you what I've heard. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm listening.
People have said that from time to time, Sir William would go to the vicarage at night.
That's all? What's so strange about him going to church?
Nothing much, I'd guess, if it hadn't been late after midnight.
Oh, that is strange indeed.
Just ask the gravedigger or the vicar. They both saw him. But don't mention me if you decide to go see him. They needn't know that I told you anything.
Oh, thank you.
A proszę. No to być może odblokowała się nam nowa miejscowość. Tak, pójdziemy sobie do kościoła. Ale jeszcze możemy go podpytać o Marka na przykład. O.
I need to speak with Mark. You probably know each other.
Yeah, we've known each other for years, but he's not here today.
Do you know where he works? I would like to go see him.
Mark only works when he must. He hasn't got a permanent job. But try old Murray or Herman. He does something for both of them from time to time.
Okej. Spróbujemy. I z ciekawości jeszcze coś więcej.
So, how's it going?
All right, I guess. Why don't you take a chair?
I'm a little short on time. Some other day, perhaps.
Never mind, I'm used to drinking alone.
To niedobrze. Okej. Zobaczmy może jeszcze, czy pan wędkarz coś powie więcej. Tylko on chyba tu jeszcze został. Bo Wik gdzieś czmychnął.
Excuse me, may I speak with you?
Chyba będzie temat.
Sure you can, young man.
O. Właściciel Lombardu.
How are you? Have you stopped for a talk?
I'd like to ask you a question. I need something from the pawn shop on the other side of the river, but it's closed.
Yeah, that's possible.
Have you any idea when Murray opens the shop?
No, I haven't. I don't care what he does.
I must go now.
No to nic nie pomogłeś w sumie. Dobra. To w takim razie zobaczmy, czy da się przenieść teraz. O, tak, da się tutaj dostać.
The Warm Hill Parish.
Tak. Kolejna straszna lokacja. Główne wejście. A w ogóle można tutaj usłyszeć takie jakby kopanie. Ciekawe dlaczego. Zaraz się przekonamy. Co w tym głównym wejściu?
The main entrance is closed and only opens on Sundays. I've got to use the side entrance.
Dobra. Tutaj da się na tyły cmentarza pójść jeszcze. Tutaj jest wejście, chyba już faktyczne. No ale mamy... O, proszę bardzo, grabarza. Grabarz sobie kopie. I tu widzę, nie da się dalej nigdzie przejść.
Father Frederick's gravedigger.
No to pogadajmy. Co ty tam tak teraz kopiesz?
Good afternoon. Have you time for a little talk?
Chyba woli jednak machać łopatą. Albo nie.
I never hurry anywhere, unlike everyone else around here.
I'm interested in learning about the parish and this cemetery. I think you're the right man to ask.
Maybe. I've been helping Father Frederick for many years now. I know the names on all the graves. What do you want to know?
O, sporo chcemy wiedzieć. Powiedz najpierw coś o sobie.
Tell me, what is your name actually?
Mine? No one calls me anything other than Gravedigger. Father Frederick's Gravedigger. And I don't mind if you have questions about it. It's true anyway. And you are a Gordon, right?
Yes, Samuel Gordon.
So you're the grandson of old Mr. William?
Yes,
I saw you at the funeral.
of course. Did you know William?
No, not personally. I would see him from time to time, though. He used to go inside the church.
How often?
Not that often, but when he did show up, he was always in a hurry, as if he knew he didn't have much time left.
Did he ever speak with you?
No, I told you I did not know him well.
But he would speak with Father Frederick, wouldn't he?
You will have to ask Father that yourself.
I will. Thanks.
Okej. Dajmy o tego Fredrika.
You said you have known Father Frederick for many years. What can you tell me about him?
Father Frederick is the best man I know. He took me in when I was orphaned and raised me as his son. For that I will be grateful to him for the rest of my life, and I will be around to help him as long as I am able to. But if you want to talk to him, you will have to wait until he returns from the neighboring manor.
I see. Thanks.
No, czyli znowu drugiej osoby, której potrzebujemy, to nie ma. Opowiedz o parafii.
Tell me, how old is this parish?
No one knows how old exactly, but this cemetery and church are much older than anything in the neighborhood. A long time ago, they used to bury heretics here. They say there's a system of corridors under the cemetery where the souls of the innocent wander looking for a way out. You know, I've seen quite a lot all these years here, but,
For instance?
well, it was a long time ago. But some years back I heard something like the voice of a child in the distance. It was moaning and singing verses. At first I thought it was just an illusion, but then I could no longer contain my curiosity and went outside to have a look. I followed the sound of the voice, but the closer I got, the less audible the voice became.
Maybe it was just a child playing nearby.
2 hours after midnight? I don't think so. Plus, look around. There are graves far and wide. But that's past now. I have no idea what it was, and I do not want to know. I don't even know why I'm telling you this.
Have you heard the voice again or anything similar?
I've already told you enough. Don't tell anyone about this. I don't want to look like an old fool.
Kolejne miejsce, wokół którego jakieś dziwne rzeczy się dzieją i ma podejrzaną historię. Kościół.
May I have a look inside the church?
You have to wait for Father Frederick to return. The church is going to stay locked until then.
But you can open it, can't you?
It doesn't matter. It's going to stay locked, as Father Frederick ordered.
No tak, nie pozwolisz nam wejść. Dobra, a o Williamie słyszałeś? Widziałeś go tutaj po tej północy?
I've heard that you sometimes saw William come to the vicarage late at night. Is that true?
Who told you that?
That's not important. So is it true?
I don't care to talk about it. I don't want to look for problems.
Whatever you tell me will stay just between us.
It's not like I think I can trust you, but since you're a Gordon, I'll tell you what I've seen. Everyone who knew old Sir William thought he was a bit of a madman. Please don't get offended. And later, when he refused to see anyone, the gossip began floating about. I'm telling you this so that you know I'm not making up what I'm going to tell you next.
Go on.
I first saw him here some 6 months ago. I was sitting in my cabin, about to go to bed. I saw a light. It was someone approaching the church. In the 20 years that I've been working here, no one has ever come here this late. So I went outside to check out what was going on. I saw a figure concealed in a dark coat walking among the graves. He was looking for something, his head down to the ground.
Was it William?
At that moment I had no idea who it was. I couldn't see his face in the darkness. He spent some 20 minutes there, going round, mumbling something.
What was he saying?
Well, I observed him from a distance. It wasn't audible.
So what happened next?
The church door opened, and he made for it right away. I cautiously followed him. Father Frederick was standing in the doorway. It seemed as if he was expecting that person. It was only then I realized it was Sir William, because I was close enough to recognize his voice. He and the father had a long conversation then, and Sir William was waving his hands vigorously about during most of it. They finally went inside, and that is all I saw.
Do you know anything more?
I never stick my nose in other people's business.
Thanks for telling me this.
I only told you because you're Sir William's grandson. Now leave me alone. I have to finish my work here.
Why was William meeting with Father Frederick in the middle of the night?
No, ciekawe. A też przeszukiwał cmentarz, to może my też się tam rozejrzymy. Może coś ciekawego też znajdziemy. Co tam mogło być?
The church is locked. The church is locked.
No. No tak. Znowu nam blokują dostęp gdzieś. No. Dawaj to przejście. Okej. Masa nagrobków. Kto by się tego spodziewał? Stare drzewo.
Its branches are stretching over the graves.
Okej. O, do grobu Williama się da podejść. Ciekawe. Tutaj mamy jeszcze nagrobki do obejrzenia.
The names carved in stone are no longer legible.
No dobra, to chodź bliżej. Tu jest jakaś krypta. O, można kliknąć nawet.
One of the crypts of our family. I don't even know who's buried in it.
Okej. Tutaj też jest krypta. Do kliknięcia.
Tomb of Jeremy Gordon.
Jeremy Gordon. Nie wiem kto to. Dobra, nagrobek. To nasz William chyba. 1903-1981. O, no to już wiemy, w którym roku rozgrywa się akcja. Tak, 1981.
William will rest in this cold grave forever. I'll find out the whole truth, even if I go through hell for it.
Okej. No ale chyba nas to nie przybliża do rozwiązania jego tajemniczego zachowania. Zobaczmy, czy pan grabarz coś jeszcze powie w tej kwestii. Bo przejść się tu nigdzie nie dało. No w takich miejscach to szczególnie przydałoby się jakieś szybsze chodzenie. No.
May I disturb you?
No i znowu będzie jakiś kilof odkładał.
Not for long, I've got a lot of work to do.
O. Można spytać o Fredrika.
Has Father Frederick returned yet?
No, he hasn't. It's a long journey from Winshire. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'd like.
You'd like to go inside the church, but I already told you about that. Now go. I have to finish this before dusk.
No. O. Dzwony biją.
It's 7 o'clock. I should return to the main gate. If Herman is true to his word, his man will be waiting there for me.
Okej.
You must be Dr. Herman's man, is that right?
I'm not Herman's man. I just work for him from time to time. You're Samuel Gordon, aren't you? I've got something to deliver.
Yes. Please give it to me.
Yeah, why not? I don't care who you are anyway. I was supposed to give this package to whoever came to this gate at 7. That's when my job is over. Take it so I can go.
Hold on a minute. Are you Mark?
Yeah, that's me. Why?
Harry said you had worked in our garden.
A couple of times. So what?
I'd like to ask you about William Gordon. What can you tell me about him?
Nothing. I barely knew him. I just worked in the garden. I'm in a hurry. Do you want anything else?
No thanks.
Good. See you around.
Bye. I hope I'll find what I'm looking for.
No, spotkaliśmy Marka, ale chyba jednak nic nie wie. Tak na ziemi położył tą skrzynkę. Mamy pudełko. A w skrzynce na listy coś się pojawiło?
No letter.
Dobra, to co z tym?
There's only a watch and a few trinkets in it.
Zegarek. I co? I nic więcej? Poza zegarkiem nie wyciągnęliśmy z tego.
I'll open it. William made a remark of some kind here.
Okej, jakaś notatka.
A gold pocket watch. Beautiful handiwork.
Ciekawe, do czego ten zegarek będzie. Nie pamiętam. Mały kawałek papieru.
To my forgetful head, the path to the key begins in the library, on my work table, hidden away under the blue curtain of unwritten words.
No dobra, mamy wskazówkę, gdzie znaleźć klucz. Tak, zacząć w bibliotece. Ukryte pod niebieską kurtyną niezapisanych słów. Ojej. Czy ja mam pojęcie, co to znaczy? Zaraz się przekonamy. Ale biblioteka to wiemy, gdzie jest. Ewentualnie, nie wiem, zobaczę, czy nie da się z kimś tu pogadać jeszcze. Z taką Wiktorią na przykład, chociaż mam wrażenie, że może się nie dać. Już.
Victoria, may I talk to you?
Please, excuse me, Samuel. I'm not quite in the mood for talking. If you need anything, please ask Bates. He will be happy to help you.
Of course. I can come back later. I'll ask again another time.
Okej. No to zobaczmy, co Bates powie. Czy mamy w ogóle o czym z nim pogadać?